awesome. Pilots, welcome back to Motion RC. You're here with your pilot Ryan and Captain Mike, as always, bringing you the F-105. This is another in the series of Toss'em and Boss'em park jets. 5-bladed fans, 3-cell power. There's absolutely hardly anything to the assembly. You'll glue in each wing over the central spar, glue in the horizontal stab, and then I like to set up the radio at that point and get all my control linkages dialed in. And much like the F8, it's going to share the servo for the aileron and elevator, so it's a delta wing setup. Check out this slide for belly landing. There will be an upgrade landing kit if you want it, but these are just great to toss and boss, as we always like to say. Now, in the battery compartment, we're going to call out 1,000 to 2,200 3-cell packs, but I got to tell you, I really think the sweet spot is the 13, 16, and 1,800 batteries. It comes with XT60s. I have my 1,600 right there. But the CG is the red line. Basically, it's 14 3/8 inches from the rear to up here. And honestly, you really get about the same measurement whether you go inverted or right side up when you do that. This thing is a lot of fun, guys. Check out the scoops. You got the NACA ducts on the side, and then you have these very iconic to the Thunderchief. The F-105 has these intakes right here like that, are very neat. This thing is very similar to the F8, but it's a little bit quicker and it's a little bit more slim. I would set your timer to 3 minutes and see what you come down at when you're going with the 1600s. And I'm by the book on CG, low and high rate. I'm flying the Admiral gyro receiver, but I'm not going to turn it on so you know what you're getting. Guys, thanks so much for all the positive outpour that we've received over these hand launch Park Jet 64 millimeters Toss'em and Boss'em series. Toss'em and Boss'em robots is what I want to say. We've got the Thunderchief, named after our friend Mike Machot. Check out the Hobby Squad forums and our announcement video for more on that backstory. It really is truly cool, the connection people have with all kinds of aircraft, in this particular story with Mike, who is a fantastic artist. Check out his work. Looks really great. A lot of aviation renderings. It's very cool. Anyway, guys, we're going to fly this for you. Let's go. We are flying the F-105. I'm going to get over the sun. I'm going to conserve a little power. I like the 1600 right now, and that's what I'm using. And I'm going to go just kind of slow for a minute and let Mike get a good look at it. I like the high rate in the manual, and that's what I fly on. I like the authority, especially when you have the heavier pack. Look at that. So cool. Now, you can hand launch it at about 100% throttle. For those with experience, you'll find that 3/4 is enough. I have about 1.5 millimeters of up trim, and not a bad idea for your first flights. I'm right on the CG, which is 14 3/8 inches from the tail cone. And I'm not going to open this up wide until I know we get some good video. This thing is kind of small, so capturing it is really something. So cool. So 1600 is what I'm flying now. When I want to go slow flying and it's not too windy, I'll go with the 1300 or the 1000. So it's very quick on the roll, and I'm going easy. Conserve that power and you can stretch these flights. Sorry, Mike. I love this Thunderchief and that iconic, those intakes are really something. Check out the backstory on Mike Machot, who is actually the reason it's named Thunderchief. It's really a cool story. And we're really loving the 64 millimeter hand launch series. You guys are really loving them too, so awesome. keep the feedback coming, guys, and we'll keep the planes coming. And I tell you what, if they just go crazy, we're liable to see big versions of some of these too. That roll, that's at low rate. It's pretty wicked. How you doing, Mike? It moves along really nice. Guys who have the F8 are gonna find this one maybe just a little bit more slippery. It's got the pointed nose rather than the intake, and it's just a little bit slimmer. So I'm at 3 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and go one more little fast pass, and then we're gonna land it. And again, be conservative with your timer. Don't fly these things to low voltage. You don't have the glide you do on some beginner planes, so it'll end very quickly on one of these. Dead sticking, holding it off. Oh, that is cool.
All right, I am ready this time.
All right, about 3/4 to full throttle, upwards, around 30, 20 degrees. Nice firm toss, 1300 milliamp 3-cell, CG by the book. I'm going low rate this time. Here we go. You see that? From my point of view, it looked like I poked a hole in the sun. So, on my 1300 milliamp pack, I'm not going to go 3 minutes. I just flew 1600 milliamp pack, and wow. 1600 milliamp pack for 3 minutes, pretty hard, and I was at 3.7 a cell, so that's right there. Now, I really intended to slow fly this 1300, and so, yes, I should be able to get that 3 minutes. Look at this. These are so cool. And listen to the podcast, guys. There's so much great information and great questions from the hosts of the show. Captain Mike and I can't wait to be on that show. Hint, hint. Right, Mike? Mm-hmm. It's fantastic. So as they pick the brain of our guru Alpha, you'll hear him talk about all kinds of things associated with this plane and a lot of the logic that goes into why we choose what we choose. Flight Test has done some work on some of these little planes too, and here you are with a $100 EDF, perfect for winter time, perfect for when you don't have that field, and for the price of a battery from one of our larger EDFs, you can be rocking one of these 64 millimeter Tossum & Bossum series. I am really loving the feel of this at low rate, and I love the 1300. Same CG as before. It's just a lighter pack, and you know, I was intending to slow fly it, but I'm really having a lot of fun turning and burning with this baby. And this is low rate. You can see it's a lot more docile in the roll. I thought I was in low rate on the 1600 pack, but I in fact was in high. So let me go high rate now, and I'll show you a roll. You can see it's a lot faster, right? So guys, maiden flights. Book CG, I think low rate is a great choice. Nice firm toss. And I've got just a smidge of up elevator. I mean, hardly able to discern, but it's just a smidge. About 1.5 millimeters. Awesome. Timer's going off at 3 minutes. I'm gonna get around here to the base and glide this baby in. This is a lot of fun right here in front of us. Okay. Hold it off, hold it off. Yeah! Yes! F-105, Thunderchief, Mike Machot, we salute you. Thanks for coming on for our presentation and announcement video. Tony and Evelyn, you did a fantastic job. Mike, as always, on the camera. Thank you so much. Our still shots look amazing too, right guys? Guys, this is your pilot Ryan, thanking you very much from the bottom of our hearts at Motion RC for coming by and keeping us doing what we love. We are really enjoying the feedback we get from you guys, and the response from these hand-launched aircraft has been just undeniable. We know you love them as much as we do, and there's a plane for everybody. Big jet guys, don't worry, we're taking care of you too. For Captain Mike, this is your pilot Ryan. We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks a lot.